Hi. If you're anything like me, you don't like to spend too much time on things like invoicing. You want to be done with it as quick as possible, basically. Today I want to introduce you to Addrow. Addrow is a simple and easy to use invoice management system. It has all sorts of features, including, of course, create invoices, send automatic reminders, payment links, an API, and the free version actually includes the most fundamental things like create invoices. So today I want to show you the free version. I have already created an account, so let's go ahead and go to the dashboard. So as you can see, at this moment we have $0 pending, no income, no invoices pending. So in a moment we'll create our first invoice. First I would like to show you that I've already set up a couple of things. These are the general settings. Here you can, for example, set the currency or the date formatting. You can change the language of the app. At this moment we have English and Dutch. Then you have company details, which you can fill in here. You have invoice settings, like the invoice number format. You can specify a starting number. We've got profiles, which I will go back to in a second. We've got an API token. If you'd like to let third-party services authenticate with Addrow, you can do it with that API token. Your own token, of course. And lastly, billing. If you'd like to take a subscription on Addrow, this is where you could set that up. So let's quickly go back to the invoicing settings. As you can see, there is something called company profiles. A company can have multiple names basically, and those names are called company profiles. You can find all your profiles. You can obviously find them here as well. But here you'll directly go to the invoice settings of that particular profile. So if you click on that, you'll see a couple of additional settings, including a invoice node, a default tax percentage, payment term, the font family for the invoice. You can also set up a logo, and also, and this is for the subscribers of Addrow, you can add payment links, and you can set up automatic reminders. Let's quickly go to the customers. I've only filled in one customer at this moment. So now let's go and make an invoice for that customer. So we're going to make an invoice for Terence from our Toast profile. This is the template of the invoice. Here you can see the payment term. You could change that on a per invoice, but otherwise it'll take the default setting. This is the default invoice node, which you can also change if you'd like. Here you can set the VAT percentage or tax percentage, for example 21%. And if you click Add Row, now you know where the name comes from, you can set the invoice items. So let's fill in a couple, for example. And you can obviously add as many as you'd like. Or you can also delete one and stuff. You can also repeat items if you'd like. So when you're done with your invoice, you can choose to save it. It will then go into the draft mode. So you could save it, and then at a later moment you might want to get back at it and maybe alter some things. Or you can go and send it to the customer right away. You can either confirm your invoice. If you only confirm your invoice, the invoice will not be sent to the customer. If you hit confirm and send, the invoice will be sent directly to the customer. You can also view an example PDF of the invoice before you send it out. In this case, we're going to hit confirm and send. As you can see, the invoice status is now set on pending. Let's quickly take a look at what sort of email our customer has received. So as you can see, there's a very basic email with some text and a reference to the fact that the invoice is in the attachment. And if we click here, you'll see the invoice as a PDF added to this email. Once the invoice has been paid, you can mark it as paid here. And the invoice is now marked as paid. When you now go to the dashboard home, you'll notice that we have a total income and we have no pending because the invoice has been paid. Here you can see the quarterly report. So you can see how many VAT you'll have to pay, what the total is per quarter. Here you can change the year. And if you like, at one point you might want to export your invoice overview. Then you can click export. You can specify the year again, then hit download. And here, at this moment there was only one invoice obviously, but that's how it would look like. I hope this video has given you a good impression of the free version of Addrow. If you'd like to have more information about Addrow, you can find that on addrow.io. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.